What up, New Mexico? I recognize the Southwest soldier. New Mexico, the land of the real motherfucker.
What up, New Mexico? You know what time it is. It's the Make You Famous podcast. The only podcast that's putting on for our New Mexican artists. This week, we're spotlighting I Recogn from Alamogordo, New Mexico. You're on with Frankie.
Hey guys, it's me Frankie's here. Let me introduce my guest. I Recogn, and he's from New Mexico.
What up?
Alright. So what part of New Mexico are you from?
Born and raised in Alamogordo, New Mexico. I live out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico now, Duke City.
How long have you been here? Albuquerque.
Been here about 14 years now.
What brought you here exactly?
Get the fuck out of Alamogordo, New Mexico.
That's always the goal, I guess.
Yeah.
So tell me about your musical background and how
Background? Shit. Fairly new to recording music. Been doing that about 4 years now. Started about 4 years ago. I caught up with Double XL that was living here at the time. And I was actually on probation, so I was pretty bored. So I went from writing to actually wanting to actually record and figure that out. I knew he was the man to talk to, so hit him up, and we've been making music ever since.
So how was he as an artist?
What's that?
How was he as an artist working with him?
Oh man, I don't know. It was so easy. He made everything so easy. So I learned a lot from him. I'm still learning, but he was definitely the right person to hit up at the right time. And hopefully we can keep on working and keep things moving and get New Mexico on the map. Because I mean, we gotta work together, man. All of New Mexico gotta work together.
So who's your biggest influence in music?
Influence, I grew up listening to Tupac and old school rap, gangster music, Eazy, Dr. Dre, just Death Row.
Okay. All right. So what was your first album that you bought?
First album that I bought, I remember as a kid, I wasn't allowed to buy anything that had the parental advisory on there, so I did buy that Shaq Diesel. It was probably the wackest CD I ever heard, but at the time it didn't matter. I was just glad to buy my first CD.
So that's pretty interesting. Not a lot of people remember that album.
Yeah, I remember because it was my first one, you know.
Right. How long have you been doing music?
4 years, 4 years now, man. I always wrote, I wouldn't say write, but memorized lyrics and whatnot, but I barely started taking it a little bit more seriously these last 3-4 years.
So you write your own music?
Yeah, it's always got to.
If you can work with any artist, who would it be? Like any artist?
Any artists? Oh, man. Oh, Sci-Hi the Prince, man, that's the dude. T.I., Jeezy. If it was anybody, Tupac, of course, you know, you want to get on there with him. But yeah, there's a lot of good music out there. I think that isn't mainstream that people need to hear. So I would love to work with a lot of artists. But yeah, Sci-Hi the Prince right now is just, I don't know why he connects with me, but that's some dope shit right there. No Dope on Sundays. You gotta check that out.
What part of music do you consider to be hard?
The hardest part is just trying to get people together in a room and record, you know, or work or write or whatever, because everybody's busy, you know, everybody has their own little life going on. So getting people together.
Do you promote your music?
Yeah, I always promote my own. Nobody else gonna promote my shit, so I gotta do it. You know what I mean?
So you were recently on the top 10 3 times in a row. How do you feel about that?
It feels good, man. Because I mean, why not do it? You know, it's a good platform. Thanks for having me on the countdown and this interview right here. Putting New Mexico on, like 3 different songs. I'm trying to make a new song every month. I'm trying to stay on the countdown. So thanks to everybody that voted for me. Keep on voting. Hopefully we get to that number 1 spot.
So your opinion on the top 10, that's the people that are on there, actually, who do you think you would want to work with? Actually?
Oh, man, that whole list is so dope. Especially anybody from Alamogordo. Man, Scott LaRock was on there. That dude could sing. Double XL, of course. Got a song with Recogn already. Hopefully we get that re-recorded and put out. Shout out to Recogn. Lyrical Minds, he's pretty sick. Those are ones, Envy. Those are all the names I could think of right now, but really anybody on the list, is X-Ray, of course. Anybody from the Gooch, I'm down to work with for sure.
So, what about the people that didn't make the top 10? Have you listened to their music on the list?
Man, there's a lot of people off the list that I wish would be on the list or submit. G-Nut, the Southwest Boss, T. Lee, K9 Ricochet. I mean, I could go on forever, but those are some people I would like to work with. I would love to just make one song with all my homies, each homie. That's like a little goal of mine too. Get a little collabo with every homie that's in the music.
I know a few collabs going around and they're actually coming along pretty well. So I'm just like, can't wait till they actually finalize.
Yeah, man. Like, don't be afraid to work with other New Mexico artists. Like, just do it.
I figure, New Mexico as a whole has one goal, and it's to just show up
exactly,
on the map,
exactly. It's not about Alamogordo, Albuquerque, whatever. It's about New Mexico. So let's get New Mexico going, and then start beefing after that if you want. But let's get New Mexico on.
So, what inspired you to do your music, actually?
Inspiration, I don't know. Mostly boredom at first because, like I said, while I was on probation for a minute, I couldn't really do too much. So I started writing, but just wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. I went to a few concerts, a few shows, and I seen people on stage, and I just thought to myself, I should be doing that for some reason.
What was your first concert, actually?
First concert was in El Paso. Little Flip was the first concert I went to. I forgot who else was there, but yeah, I definitely went to go see Little Flip at the time. I was a Little Flip fan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so...
Did you go with anybody from New Mexico?
Or yes, old girlfriend from back in the day. I don't know. Shout out to Kim if you're watching. Probably not, but
What fuels your fire to keep making music?
Just to prove to myself that I could do it. I'm just trying to make each song better than the last, and just keep it going. Really, just proving to myself that I could do this. That's it. Really. Uh-huh.
So where do you see yourself in a few years with your music, actually?
Definitely doing shows, more shows. Haven't done any shows yet. Of course, with everything that's going on, it's a little delays in some summer shows I was trying to get on, but we'll see what happens. I'll definitely be rocking some shows soon, though. Hopefully early fall, winter time, hopefully late summer.
So what shows are we trying to get on?
Shows, we're trying to get one together down in Alamogordo. I'm not sure the name of it. I was trying to get on with Double XL. And, the first show in Alamogordo would be nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so what's your routine before entering to record?
To record, just clearing the mind, listening to the beat. Got to have a pen and a pad. That's the only way I could get those thoughts kind of organized. Writing and just feeling the energy. And I like working with people with good energy. If you got good energy, we can make good music.
Do you have any new music ready to be released?
Oh, man, I've been working on some songs now. I got a couple in the process of recording. I got a couple in the process of just editing little visuals. I like doing the visual parts of it. It's little psychedelic visuals or whatnot, so... Definitely try and get some at least every month so I can get on your list, you know what I mean?
Well, we're looking forward to having you on that list,
Right on.
Keep on doing,
Yeah.
What was your first song you ever recorded?
First song I recorded was Gooch Stories Chapter 2, which was number 3 on the countdown, which is actually one of my favorite songs. Just my kids happened to be in the studio with me. We put them on there on the hook, kind of messing around. It kind of worked out, and I don't know. That's always gonna be one of my favorites, just because it was, with the kids. They got to hear it, got to hear themselves, got to see me record, see the whole process of how it goes. You know what I mean? So
it's a long process sometimes.
Yeah.
Record if you mess up.
Right. Yeah, they got to witness all that. You know what I mean? So they definitely know behind the scenes music.
So what do you consider your strength in making music as an artist?
Just being able to write. I think my writing is my best strength, really. That's what I like to do, because you could make a song do anything you want it to do, You're only limited by your imagination. So, yeah, definitely writing.
In your writings, do they have like a background story, or is it just like
definitely
together real quick and you're done?
Definitely, most of it's got to be true. I think if you're writing something, it has to be true. So it usually comes from a personal experience,
So Do you have any tips or words for up and coming artists? I know you're fairly new, but
Right, just keep it moving. Don't listen to any doubters, haters, or anything like that, and just stay focused. Just remember, you ain't gotta prove nothing to anybody but yourself. That's it. I'm my own worst critic. So like, if I hear a song, I know it's not good. Like, I don't need nobody else to tell me that. I know. I had people tell me songs were good, and I knew weren't any good. So just do it for yourself, man. Stay focused.
Well, before closing, would you like to give any shout outs do you have any links?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the drops, of course, my kids. I Recogn on Instagram. That's EYE_Recogn, RECOGN_ then the letter I. Just remember, you can't spell I Recogn without the OG. I'm on YouTube for some visuals. I'm going to have some more every month, so definitely subscribe. And shout outs to New Mexico, everybody on the list for sure.
Well, it was nice having you here. Hopefully we get to do this again and you keep making your music.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully I'll be on that list again, man. Keep on voting. I Recogn. And if there's any artists in New Mexico that want to work, hit me up, man. Emails Mr. Haynes 101, MRHAYNES 101 at Gmail. Send me a link. Just send me a beat, something. Let's do something. Especially now that we're quarantined, let's just all make some music. Fuck it.
Well, I'm Frank Easy, and remember, I'll make you famous.
Haynes made a Teflon, moved out, changed the scenes, but I still go back. Imagine that. Another motherfucker still trying to rap. Claim he made it out of place, it ain't nothing but a trap. On his Haynes, breaking chains, spitting nothing but facts. The Gooch, the Duke, die slow, crazy J, AK, why not? My nigga, the real. Everybody else can go straight to hell.